What was Rabindranath Tagore trying to hide? Why did he order the destruction of his grandfather's notes and records? Did you know that the Tagore family comes from a supposedly degraded Brahmin subcaste called the Pirali Brahmins? Pirali comes from the word Pir Ali. The legend goes that the Tagore family was shunned from the Brahmin caste after an incident involving the smelling of a forbidden meat. A boy from this outcast Brahmin family would rise to such heights that he would avenge all indignities unleashed upon his family. The boy would go on to build a sprawling mansion, be conferred the title of prince, and dine with Queen Victoria. This boy was the infamous Prince Dwarkanath Tagore, the grandfather of Rabindranath Tagore. His story is one of ambition, intrigue, and controversy. Born into a fairly well-off family, Dwarkanath was able to increase its wealth multifold. A shrewd and ruthless businessman who was a lifelong collaborator of the British colonizers. However, he dealt with them not as a subservient partner but as an equal one, sometimes even rescuing British from trouble. Dwarkanath was born in 1794 in the heart of Bengal during British India. With his inherited zamindari estates from his family, he left school at 16 to apprentice under a renowned British barrister, Robert Cutler Ferguson. By 1822, he was already making his mark. He founded the Oriental Life Assurance Society and later co-founded the Union Bank. But it was in 1834 that he broke through the glass ceiling by becoming the first Bengali to start a company with Europeans as an equal partnership. Partnering with William Carr, he launched Carr Tagore and Company. He was only 40 when he established this company, dealing in the exports of silk goods, sugar, rum, indigo, hides, timber, rice, wine, and opium. Yes, opium, the infamous drug which was wreaking havoc in China and helping British profit off their dependence upon it. Opium was the currency of the world trade then and tightly controlled by Europeans. No Indians other than a handful Parsi businessmen were allowed to deal in this deadly trade. But with his cunning, Dwarkanath managed to carve out a role for himself as a middle-level sub-agent. He had special boats called clippers, which were designed for speed, made to transport opium. He was in direct competition with Rustamji Kawasji, another powerful player in the trade. His ties and rapport with the British were so strong that he was asked by the British themselves to join the board of customs, salt and opium as a Diwan in 1834. But with so much wealth comes suspicion. Dwarkanath was accused of bribery, corruption and misuse of public land during his time as the Diwan. But each time he was cleared due to lack of evidence. In his book India's Coal Story, Shubhmay Bhattacharya writes that Dwarkanath would allegedly resort to strong-arm methods to protect his interests against rivals. Blair King also mentions how, as a zamindar, Dwarkanath was mercilessly efficient and businesslike, but not generous. His tenants often complained about his harsh methods. In 1824, over 100 farmers accused him of refusing to build an embankment during the rains, due to which they were trapped inside their homes. In other instances, he has been accused of forcing out former owners with no mercy when he bought an estate. He is also known to have bought an entire coal mine for a meagre sum of 70,000 rupees only. Was he a clever businessman or something more? Rabindranath Tagore rarely spoke or wrote of his grandfather, and it is easy to see why. According to Kling, he had all his diaries destroyed to protect his family's name. The wealth that built their family home had dark origins: opium, money lending, spurious deals with the British. But Rabindranath Tagore was himself staunchly against the drug trade. He once wrote an attack on the British and their opium trade in China. While he played a huge role in Bengal's economy, the way Dwarkanath built his empire leaves us with many questions. Thank you for watching. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more hidden stories from history.